Welcome. I had to do a different intro. This is the Comic Book of the Hook Show. It's Robert Galvin speaking. The G-Man is here, and I got some special surprise for everybody tonight. First, now that I got you with the hook, it's time for a book. And here we go. This is Justice, and I'll try to get the pan out of there. There you go. Funeral Parlor. And what this is from 1949. It's a Golden Age book. Came out February, and it's got 4 stories in it. One's called The Stranger. The other one's A Hitchhiker. Other one is Design of Terror. And the other one is Tough Torpedo. It's actually a really good book. Yeah. Anyway, here we go. Next, Jeff, my brother.
Hold on. What's up, guys? It's your boy Jeff, aka the Kentides Comic Kid. Since we got you with the hook, let's get you with the book. It's Vampirella issue 4. Let's see. It's Vampirella issue 4. It's the 1 in 10. And the story's getting pretty good, guys. I'm really enjoying it. I like this better than the new Vampirella. So the new Vampirella story, the Adventures of Vampirella issue 4 is pretty decent. So I've been really enjoying it. Yep.
All right. Thank you very much. And my next guest tonight, Comics on the Mind. Brother, how you doing tonight? I'm waiting for you, buddy.
Yo, it's your boy Mindshift, aka Comics on the Mind. If you're here, you got Comics on the Mind. Hope everybody's good. And now that I got you with the hook, it's time for a book. So, I am a huge fan of Superior Spider-Man, and I'm reading all of the books, the arc. And this is Spider-Man 288. Great read. Peter Parker has to is very upset about it, but they have to team up with Morbius to try to stop the Lizard, and the Lizard ends up becoming human again, and it's a really good read. I love the artwork, and it's, you know, I love me some Dan Slott, so that is my book.
Right. And my next guest tonight, this is very special tonight, first appearing on the show. It's one of my friends on IG. We've just met. He's a great gentleman. His name is Glenn, Quest for Legends. Buddy?
Good evening, everybody, and nice to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share and to chat. Now that I got you with a hook, straight to the dome with a book.
I love it.
We're going Amazing Spider-Man 112. This is probably in my all-time favorite covers. Anything that I've seen, certainly anything in my collection. John Romita absolutely killing it on this. Huge gang war between Dr. Octopus and Hammerhead that leads to Aunt May shooting Spider-Man in the head, and I'm not even joking when I say that. So, yeah, this is my prime Spider-Man era of anything that I've read. So, strongly recommend. Find it in an omnibus, find it in a trade. But if you can get this arc right before he meets the Hulk and right before Gwen Stacy bites it. So, yeah, there you go.
Very nice, buddy. Thank you so much.
Awesome book.
Now, I have another guest for you tonight. This is going to be a full house tonight, people. You're going to love this. we have none other than Dylan. Buddy?
Oh, hey guys. It's Dylan here, now that I got you with the hook, it's time to talk about a book, and could only talk about the one and only Power Rangers TMNT issue 2, probably one of my favorite indie titles out right now. Just a great book. I highly recommend it, and man, artwork is amazing in this, and if you're a Power Rangers TMNT fan, you can't ask for any more, man. So thanks for having me on, brother. Appreciate it as always, G, man.
You're welcome, buddy. No problem. Anytime. Now, for my last guest for tonight, you guys are going to love this. He's a star. Everything. He's out there, you guys. Get ready. Here he comes. 1, 2, 3. Boom. We have Biggie Shaq.
What's up, everybody, dude? I hope everybody's having a good time out there, brother. It's your main man, Biggie Shaq, dude. And take a look. It's in a book. It's a reading rain. No.
Oh, God.
No, but for real, dude, I'm going to hit him with a hook, and then I'm going to smack dab him with a book. It's that Barry Windsor Smith, dude, Conan.
Sweet.
What is that? 14, dude. First hour, brother. I really appreciate the invite. Big Robert G-Spot, Galvin, dude, and Biggie Shaq, man. We're going to have some fun tonight, dude.
Absolutely, buddy. Beautiful.
Boom. Ow. Bang. Bang.
Is everybody tonight? There we go. Now everybody's working. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for all being here. I really appreciate it.
I want to know why. I want to know why Shaq has to come on here immediately and show me a book that's on my wish list. Why does he got to do my face like that?
Well,
I'm
it's
sorry,
funny
man.
because tonight they had a one of those Conan special. Thorough was showing one of the books on his auction, and it actually had the nude cover of the new Dark Horse comic book, which was pretty sweet. Had Conan on the top, and it had the lady on the bottom, just all breasted open. It was like super rare. Very, very cool cover. That book is going for like $300 right now. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Biggie probably got it for like $2.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding. I want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. We got first on the list here. We have Bueller, Comics of Bueller, buddy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We have Downright Nerdy Podcast. Thank you, Maya. Appreciate it. Dylan, thank you. Biggie, thank you. We have Sam, Tangled Web. Thank you very much for being here, brother. My moderator. Here we go. Everybody here. So I think we got everybody caught up. Oh, we got John Comics Kids. Look at this. Heck yeah. How you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. And we have Z Collects. Awesome. Thanks for being here. We have Tom here tonight. Yay. Shout out. I had him on earlier today, this afternoon. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
So, what do we want to talk about tonight? What have you guys been collecting? Do you got any questions? Let's see. Let's go with Biggie. Jeff,
All right. Well,
you have a question?
I've been getting a lot of good books lately, man. I've been collecting and, picking them up cheap as I see them. This was a different one. That was signed
That's
by,
a big book.
what's his name? Keith?
Oh,
Keith,
nice.
Keith Gibbons. Yep. That's a big book.
Oh,
I
here's a
like
cool one.
Power Comics Presents too. That's really good. Oh,
Yeah.
very,
Here's the second Elric. I got that one before the first.
Cool. Another one on my wish list. Great.
I love it. Nice.
ASM 30.
There you go.
Little Bloodshot.
Oh,
Chromium.
yeah. Very nice. Is that the Chromium cover?
Yep.
Yep.
First Chromium.
First Chromium.
Hobgoblin's Origin, issue 40.
Very nice.
Beauty. Daredevil, Death of Elektra,
There's a good cover.
181. So cool, dude. Here's one I thought G-Spot would like, brother. That second Morbius,
Oh,
dude,
yeah, there you
102,
go.
man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Love it.
Yeah.
Love
Did
it.
you see that photo, G-Man? That they leaked it? It was just like a still picture or something.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It looks on point, man.
Yeah, everybody's been buying.
Yeah,
Ooh, nice.
I got most of these.
That's
this
one on
week,
my
dude.
wish list.
Hello, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
That is
Nice.
This is actually my birthday book. I found that out today.
That
This is
a
on my
bad
birthday.
cover.
Did you?
That's clean.
I got one more. I got from Aficionado, dude. Got this one
Ooh,
about a week ago.
sweet.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Robert G. Spot Galvin. Bang, bang, bang.
You're funny, dude. You're funny. I love it. You're so awesome. You put on such a good show. Oh man. So yeah, I actually seen that, Dylan, on the drop, and everybody's been bombing me with that. It looks really interesting. I think that preview is supposed to come out on Tuesday, so I am looking forward to it.
The trailer.
Yeah,
It might be Monday. It could be Tuesday, but I don't know. They're like back and forth. Before it was supposed to be like, I thought they were gonna do it Friday, and now it's Monday.
You
Now
only
it
know
could
how
be
long.
Tuesday.
You only know how long it's been taking to make the damn movie. You know?
Yeah.
Shit, taking forever.
And that's the first thing we've really even gotten was that little picture.
Yes. Finally got my blood shot tonight. Yeah, that's great. you have a
Yeah, I'm glad I got that one, dude. It took a while to run across it.
Awesome.
Where did he go? He disappeared again. Come on back, Jeff.
Yeah, my
So, you
homie,
guys
he,
watch any new movies or
come on,
anything new?
Jeff, please.
Anything new that's got
Yeah,
your
my homie, he had
in the comic book?
No, not really. Comic book wise. If you're saying like, have I watched any comic book movies?
Yep.
Not really. I mean, I've been like waiting in anticipation for all this new stuff. I mean, I seen the trailer for New Mutants and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually like that preview that you shown.
I do too, dude. I think that's going to be good, man.
I do too. We've gotten like a little dry spell, I feel like, you know. I was watching The Joker, I mean, recently, but I've seen that before. I'm trying to think.
Trying to get caught up here. Here we go.
Something I was watching recently and I binged it all.
The Joaquin one?
Yeah. Trying to think. I watched.
Tell you what, I'm going to watch is Godzilla 2, dude. I saw Roman Curtis talking about that, man. I thought, shit, I just skipped right over that.
Oh man, I'm excited for the third one. They're talking that it's going to be Godzilla versus Kong, and that there's some leaks that Mecha Godzilla is going to be in it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
They're gonna have
I love Kong Skull Island.
So do I.
That was a good one.
Okay, real quick here. Let's do this.
And I like all the old Godzilla movies. Those are some classic movies.
Yeah, I love all the Godzilla and the King Kong.
Really political.
Yeah.
All right, I got a question here, really quick, Glenn.
Oh, gee.
How long, brother? How long have you been collecting? What do you really like to collect, and what is your newest acquisition? How about that?
Been collecting since 1975.
Mm-hmm.
That means I'm old. But I should say I've been reading since 75, and collecting seriously probably didn't start until like I was in high school, which would have been mid-late 80s when I started kind of taking it seriously. Before I was using bags and boards, I was putting them in Ziploc gallon bags with masking tape on the front and writing on it what was in the bag. So I've upgraded my storage capabilities a little bit since then. But okay, so you asked me 3 questions. I've already forgotten the middle one. The last one was the newest acquisition. The middle one was what am I really into? Like what books I'm really into?
Exactly.
More or less, I'm old school. I don't read new content, so a lot of the stuff I see is really cool, but it's just I don't get into new books so much. I'm all about shopping back issues, dollar bins, quarter bins, 50-cent bins, and finding what kind of content I can find that way. So when I see people showing old books and oddball stuff, and I brought out a stack of some things that people are going to go, I have no idea what this is.
Let's see it. That's cool. Different.
Okay, first of all, here we go.
Yeah, just got to give it a minute to clear up. There you go.
Okay, so normally when you have a cover like this where someone is just showing their backside to the camera, it's usually some woman wearing very little. and this instead is this horrific demon with a tail sticking out and hairy legs. And I'm like, you know what?
She's fine.
Respect for being that comfortable with your body that you would have posed for that picture. So I think that's very cool. But what's in here is mid 80s Steve Ditko.
Nice.
And I am such a huge fan of Ditko, not just his artwork, but just how different he was and how reclusive he was. I know a lot of people got mad at that, but I respect it because he was living his life, you know, up until the time he passed. So I dig him, and that's actually one of the books that I got today. So you talk about newest acquisition.
Yep.
My girlfriend hooked me up in Ohio, and she sent me a priority medium box packed with stuff that she had been digging through quarter boxes for. So most of the stuff that was in that box was a quarter a piece. And we're talking Scott Hampton, Bo Hampton, Tom Yates. Let's see, who else did I get? Mike Drindenberg, if you're familiar with him, he's kind of a Neil Adams kind of cloney kind of guy. Al Williamson, reprints of the old Secret Agent strip. Williamson and Archie Goodwin. So back in the early days before Goodwin was actually working and doing heavy stuff for Marvel and DC, this was when he was still with Warren. He was doing a strip. This is strips that are reprinted from 1969. It's kind of hard to see, but
no, I get it. No, it's clearing up a little bit.
Okay. Really hard to see because it's all strip size and they reduce it down for the sake of, you know, reprinting in this format. So it would have appeared in a larger format originally, but man, that's where I get my reading from. Now that is where I get my reading from. I don't buy new stuff anymore. That's just it.
Absolutely. We'll get back to the other questions in a minute.
Okay. Oops.
Okay, buddy. Dylan, what have you been up to lately? Other than streaming and stuff, what else you been doing? Anything new?
No, not really.
Stuff earlier. That's the stuff I want you to bring up now.
What?
What we were talking about earlier, entertainment and comic books and something else. You've been busy all day today.
I'm trying to think. I'm like totally baffled. Yeah, I've just been doing some live streams, man. I was taking over shows, you know what I'm saying? I guess the two people I did live stream with, Trinity, and his Wi-Fi cut out, so I ended up taking over 2nd Street Marvel. Then I was on Professor Bill's Comic Book University show today, and his internet cut out or something, so I ended up taking over his show, and your boy hit the over 300 subs today, and yeah, I've been
2020 is gonna be a Dylan year.
What's your newest thing you're reading? How about that, buddy? Newest thing you're reading?
I mean, the last thing I read was this. That's the one I showed.
Nice. And
I've been reading. You know, I pick up the weekly comic books, so yeah. And as Perry said, I've been cleaning the basement because the damn fish tank leaked. But yeah, man, I've been kind of lacking because a bunch of stuff's been going on at the house, so I haven't been able to get my single reviews out. So I really just been doing the live streams, and that's been taking up most of my time the last 2 days. But tomorrow I'm gonna bust out like at least 3 or 4 spoiler reviews for it. So look out for that. And you know, I've just been chilling, man, laying back watching some TV when I can, and just watching YouTube. You know.
Yep, I got you, Kurt. How about you, buddy? Yeah, you're next. How about you? Anything new this week? I had done last Saturday, but anything?
I haven't been able to pick up my pool for the last couple of weeks. Yes.
What's your most recent read that you've been reading? Anything?
Yeah, I'm reading. I've just been catching up on this Amazing Spider-Man run.
Nice.
This is what I've been reading. More good than slot. So I bought like the
lag and like
the Iron Man run because that's like one of my favorite runs.
I passed it on.
Am I lagging?
Got you, Kurt.
Oh no.
A little, just a little.
You're okay. Yes. Anything new?
My bad. But like I was saying,
Well,
oh
dude.
yeah, definitely nothing new, but am I still lagging?
Okay, we'll go
I
right
haven't
straight to
been reading
Biggie. Here we go.
anything
Every time he opens
Well,
a book,
dude, you can catch me on Big Discoveries, brother. For my last acquisition or whatever you call it, your big purchase, brother. I got that big first rhino, dude. That's my bet. That's what I would say my last big buy would be, dude. And then for what I'm reading, man, I'm reading this Deadpool, brother. I think me and Professor Bill's the only one reading this thing, but I think it's great. He's the king of the monsters, and you can't kill him because he's Deadpool. So until they kill him, he's gonna be the king. And you know what I mean? So catch me with Big Discovery Pop-Up Shop 84 Mega Power Hour, dude. And then I'll be going live all the time, brother. So Biggie Shack represent NWO. What you gonna do?
All right. I have a question for you, Biggie, since the first time you've been on the show. Let's first do this right for you. There you go. Put your little logo up there. And we will go with my 2 questions I always ask you new people in the community or never been on the show. You've been on the show before, but I want you to see, you have any inspirational thoughts or ideas for the community, buddy?
I got an idea that thorough actually kind of popped in my head is that,
Sure.
you know, people do charity events for, like, you know, all these charity funds, St. Jude's, cancer research, all that stuff. What if we did one for somebody in our community? Like, what if we found like some candidates that might need some help or something, and do like a raise for them or something, dude? I don't know. It's just an idea I had recently.
Dude, that's excellent.
Yeah. I'm always thinking of the community, dude.
Yep, that's excellent. And my last question for you, and I know Jeff will have some for you. What does thinking outside the box mean to you?
Thinking outside the box, dude. I try to think outside the box all the time, Big Robert, dude. I try to bring a different type of twist to the comic book community, man. I try to do a little different, brother. So, you know, I'm not saying people ain't doing anything different. We all got original flavors, man. I really appreciate everybody out there, dude. But I try to push the envelope. So you'll see a lot of music, a lot of cussing, a lot of controversial stuff, maybe on my channel, dude. But, you know, I'm just having fun. I wouldn't bust a grape, dude.
Yeah. That's good, buddy. And for my newest guest, Quest for Legends, I know you're tired, Glenn.
Okay, so now that I see that my big face is up on the screen.
Yes.
That means I'm assuming that it's my turn, but because on my end, G locked up, I was like, oh God. Okay, so there's my prompt. Like, I got a teleprompter. It says, have any inspirational thoughts and or ideas for the community.
There you go.
We talked a little bit about this before, and I've actually discussed this with a couple different people. And I think the biggest thing for me, inspirational thoughts, is really continue to grow the community. And if that means being welcoming to new readers, somebody who's only ever seen a movie before and never read a comic in their life, if that's somebody who only likes certain characters and never read something from a different company, let alone a different title, be welcoming and be open-armed and willing to listen and share and appreciate and respect other people. And it sounds kind of hokey, but
nope.
Well, the thing is, though, is that, you know, and again, we were talking off on the side. I've seen shop owners treat people of certain types horribly when they've entered their store, because they bring all their personal baggage with them when they turn that key and open that door for the day. So the biggest thing is, and I've seen it on IG, and I'm relatively new to YouTube, but I've seen it on IG so many times where it's like people just welcome everyone. And I'm not just talking like diversity as far as the type of person you are. I'm also talking about what you're reading. Right. And why you're reading and why you're collecting. Like, if you only collect slabs that are 8 or 9.8 or higher, good on you. Go for it. If you only buy out at 50-cent bins, like I'm pretty much doing now, hey, you know what? I'm still getting my comics. So that would be my inspiration, is to just open your arms and welcome everybody to the table.
Nice. I love that. That was awesome. Now my next one for you, buddy, is here we go. Boom. And boom. There we go.
What is thinking outside the box? And I told you this when we were talking on the side.
Exactly.
I actually teach this.
Yes, I know.
My job, when my alter ego, I guess, my secret identity is that I actually coach young people on how to get jobs and how to keep jobs. And one of the things that I have to talk to them about is thinking outside the box, because that's what employers want you to do. They want you to be problem solvers. They want you to be critical thinkers. And for me, thinking outside the box is seeing things from other points of view. It's respecting, again, comes back to respecting other people. Yep. and not fear is natural. Fear is good. It protects us, but it also can motivate us to do something maybe we haven't done before. Right. Just like stress can be good. People say, oh, I'm stressed out. Sometimes stress is good because it makes you have to take that step. And sometimes getting outside that box and thinking, what can I do? How can I solve this issue? Who can I talk to? I think is massively important. So outside the box for me is using the resources, pushing that fear aside, and asking for help and trusting your friends, and that's it.
Nice. Jeff, do you have anything for our guts that you want to ask? I'm waiting for you to get back into the chat.
I hope he's not.
I've already I met the Quest for Legend once on Stay Puft. Not really. So
I'll get over.
Now I'm freezing up again. Look at that.
Yep. Bad tonight. Very, very bad tonight.
But at least I heard you. At least I can hear you. So that's all right.
So is anybody going to any cons this year? Any conventions or anything like that? Yeah.
Fingers crossed, brother.
Yes, sir.
It's
already in the works.
We'll see.
It's already in the works for MegaCon in Orlando.
Yay! Is everybody going down there? Is everybody going down there?
I'm trying, dude.
Try, but my fingers won't be crossed because most likely won't happen. But I'm gonna try.
Well,
I'm gonna try to put some money to the side.
What about you, Biggie? Aren't you going to MegaCon?
I'm going, dude. As far as I can tell, man, everybody's on board with me, brother. My family is supportive, hella supportive of me, and they think I should do it. So I'm all about it, brother. And then I know I gotta get my tickets before the 15th. I was gonna buy my plane ticket first, but come to find out, dude, I never bought a plane ticket before. So
yeah, me either.
I feel like I'm a little bit out of water, dude. So I'm trying to get my family to get the best person to do it for me. But I'm gonna get that MegaCon ticket probably before the 15th. But I'm going, dude. If I just you know what I'm saying, unless something really bad happens, which
sure.
I hope it don't. But everybody wants me to go. So
yeah, well, I hear you, big. I never got on a plane either. But what's the 15th? Why
I'm not even looking to shop so much as I'm looking to meet so many people.
The 15th is the last day you can get them at a reasonable cost. That's next Wednesday.
Oh,
that's
so
why
the price goes up.
And what's that price?
It goes from 80 to like 140, dude, for 4 days.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous, bro.
4 days.
And that's expensive.
48 pass. If you get it now before Wednesday, it's like $80, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, I gotta get that
thing. Yeah, 85.
Yeah.
85 and some change.
Gotta hustle.
Yep.
Hustle.
Yeah, if there wasn't that cutoff date, maybe I could, but short notice, especially when it's in April. I gotta save up money just for the ticket, and then I'd have to save up money to get the plane ticket. Then I'd have to save up money to make sure I got money to survive when I'm down there.
Them con prices are pretty expensive, Dylan. It's just really, I just want to go to see people. So I'm not really, it's almost like a museum.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
These guys
that's what I mean.
set
Well,
up shop.
You gotta eat though, brother. I mean, you gotta eat when you're down there. So Trust
Do
me,
you?
I wouldn't be bro. I would be just going to hang out with
Apple
y'all.
here, an orange there.
Yeah, I
I-
just
Oh, JB!
right. We keep cutting out. It keeps loading.
I tell you
Yeah.
what, when I met with Stay Puff and Steve Whiting and a handful of actually, and no, Jeff, you weren't there that particular time, but
Right.
I also there were a few other people that I met between Tampa and Orlando. We just did a comic book store crawl. We just, instead of
Yeah.
a pub crawl, we went from store to store to store like
Allegedly.
locusts. And we were just like, okay, we're going to take all the good shit here, and we're going to take all the good shit here, and we're going to take, and we just went all around and just bought it all up. And it was cheaper. It was more fun. We stopped and had food, and we didn't have to pay for parking anywhere. We didn't have to pay for tickets anywhere. And it was a
That's
ton of
awesome.
fun. And we got to visit and actually help each other shop. And it wasn't, that crush of a convention.
Exactly.
I said I was going to go to MegaCon, and there's a compelling reason why I'm going to MegaCon, and it's directly below me.
Nice.
So
Really?
So yeah, the plan is he's going to use my house as a hostel.
Whoa.
So yeah,
Sweet.
just don't go behind that old rusted steel door, and you're fine.
I snore. I'm just letting you know.
So the plan is that we're gonna do that, because normally I wouldn't do MegaCon. It's more like you said, it's a museum. I think that's actually a really accurate way of putting it. It's like some of that stuff is so cost prohibitive. It's just like, hey, look at this cool stuff you can't have. So you got to be careful, and you got to spend your money wisely. At least for me, I'm a paycheck to paycheck guy, so I'm not going in there with deep pockets.
Right.
But I want to go for the experience now.
Me too.
I want to go to meet the people. I want to go to hang out and have this big, massive crowd shot where it's like 30 of us all in a group saying click, and we're all there and just take the place over.
Yo, talk about we'd have the biggest live stream going ever.
I know.
Yeah.
Screw 6 panels, bro. We'd have 30 in one.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Really interesting. Fun too.
It's just like, y'all see me?
Yeah.
That shit would be awesome, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I've never gone to like a comic book like convention. I used to go to anime conventions back in the day when I was like into anime, and I read a bunch of mangas, but this is gonna be exciting, And I just want to go. Like, I might pick up some dollar books, here and there, but I just want to go to like meet everybody and
I got plenty of books, dude.
To this.
No doubt. That's the only reason I'd be going too. But
Yeah, it's been about 25 years since the last time I've been to a con. So yeah.
Dang. This is gonna be a big one, dude, because a lot of people that are coming to MegaCon ain't gonna go to the other ones, dude.
Oh, I heard that.
well, we don't even get no cons out here, bro. We get the one con, and it's not like nothing
Like
amazing.
my border state, Minnesota. Yeah, over in Minnesota, that I see 1 or 2 a year, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to present to the group, everybody in the chat, and there's a bunch of people in the chat.
Yeah.
I'd like to present 2021 Heroes Con in Charlotte.
Ooh.
If you've never been to Heroes Con, I don't work for them, but you're going to think I do after I talk about it. It is the purest comic book show that I've ever been to. I've been 3 times, and it is the best show for comics, period. I would say conservatively 75% of the vendors are just comic books magazines. You have some toys, you got a handful of other things, cosplay stuff, but it's almost all comics, and about a third of the venue is nothing but creators. And it's just lines for autographs and sketches and signatures and buying their stuff. I would love to be able to go back to that show with a crew and just walk it, and it is a wonderful experience. And it's actually affordable. It's really not that bad for the tickets. I think it's $60 for 3 days, and you get so much of an experience out of it. So 2021, and it's usually in June. So that's we need to start planning now.
Nice.
Yeah, DS Comics down here said Heroes Con is all about the books, and that's
That's sweet. I like that. Yeah, because usually a lot of them now are just all cosplay, isn't it? Most of them.
which is
I
cool
think
if that's what you're into, right? But that's
Not.
Yeah.
I want to buy books.
Yep.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Even the signings
I
get a
like
little
the
too overwhelming, dude. Just bring the books.
Yeah. Totally agree.
So Dylan, how you doing?
I'm just chilling, bro. You know me, just enjoying the show.
He's just chillaxing back there.
No, I'm just sitting back. You know, sitting in the chair all day, man. I gotta keep stretching, man.
Yeah, get up and stretch. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. You gotta stretch, bro. That shit just healthy. Period.
Good night, buddy.
He's going
Good
back
night.
to the garage.
Yeah.
allegedly.
Later, Disco, dude.
Doghouse would be about.
Good night,
What a
brother.
cool guy, man. Discovery is one of the best, dude.
I know, man.
Beast. 3 live shows in a day.
And then during the
The
week,
machine.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, he's like 3 live shows every day. This is the first time he took a break, and that's because his wife was like, you gotta. I hope he's off.
Come spend time with me.
So you
Comic.
been getting any books, Robert, dude? Do you
oh
buy
yeah,
new books?
I've actually picked up a few. The most recent one I've been reading is I got those ones, you know, the ones you see at Walmart, the thicker ones.
Yeah.
Dude, those are awesome, bro.
Isn't there like a Superman one that you were saying is like worth
Yeah,
some
the
money?
Superman Crisis one. Yeah, they had like it was like $20 for the Crisis.
Is it?
Really? Might have to look out for that one.
Oh, dude, I messed up.
This is the one I've been reading, and I really like it. And this one in here has the Spectre. It has the Gentleman Ghost. It has John Constantine. It has Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Dead Man, which I really like. Katina and Black Lightning, and then it has Green Lantern and Zatanna. These are nice little reads. It has all mini stories in the inside of it. And the art is pretty decent too, but not bad. So yeah, every once in a while it goes up. Is that someone's puppy?
Yeah, mine. My bad.
No,
He be whining.
He said, "Yeah,
I
mine."
be hearing like
He's like my damn son, whining like a little girl.
yeah, it's like my big.
Yeah. He ain't even no
He spent
puppy.
time with
This
me.
boy big as hell whining.
Yeah, Dead Man, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, isn't it a lot? Like I went to one con once, but they're always the books are a little overpriced sometimes.
Well,
That's another reason why I was just like,
that's the trick about a con. You go to the first day, police the area,
Yeah.
know the area, and then find the books you're looking for, and then just hold out until Sunday. And
Yeah.
Sunday, usually on the big cons, they want to get rid of their books. They don't want to
Right.
talk to them or move them. And sometimes you can get a decent price on them. Sometimes.
if they haven't sold the book
If
yet.
they haven't sold the book. But that's the chance,
Right.
you know?
But depending on how much they're waxing, if you're not stupid,
Yeah.
you know, some people are just like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna get it.
But that's why we roll around in a crew.
Yep.
Like, nah,
Mobbed up.
that Fantastic
That's
Four
exactly.
46
That's
is
what-
not worth that much.
That's right, because you're gonna see me reach for my wallet, and you're gonna no,
No, wait.
no.
No, son. You gonna break on that price. You see the boys I got behind me?
Exactly.
If I don't come back with that $20 bill that you trying to charge extra, they gonna whip your ass.
See, here's where it's gonna kill
You
me.
heard what he said?
Yeah, I did. Awesome, Dylan. That was great. Oh my god. See, where it's gonna kill me is you guys must have a weakness when it comes to collecting. Like what I mean by that is you have your favorites, you have your go-tos almost every single time you see it. Like mine's always going to be Nolan Rad, Silver Surfer, and then down the list. You have a list in your head that you're thinking about that you want to line up. Phil Runs, that kind of thing. What's your biggest weakness when it comes to comic book collecting?
I can show you right now.
We already know it's Jeff. Go ahead,
Yeah.
buddy.
Hold on. Let's see if it comes up.
Check out this Grail wall. Wait till you see
Yeah.
this.
If it loads, yeah.
Trying.
That.
The
Literally
Vampy.
trying. I love
Yeah,
it.
Vampy, Lady Death. Yeah.
Look at that,
Got
Don.
that tarot.
Yeah, Dawn. Yeah, and then I got two good, like the books in the back, graded books in the back.
Rated signature series, the Golden series. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Adam Hughes back there, and then I got the Jim Valiant back there. And then I got the Perillo cover back right back there. So, and then I got these guys up here. So, yeah.
A museum in your house. Gee whiz.
Yeah. So that.
Nice.
Yeah. See, a little tour. Just
I'm sensing a theme, but
Yeah,
I
do you see
can't quite figure out what it is. It's like it's
It's an easy
like
thing.
there seems like they kind of go together, but I can't get it.
Yeah.
Are you Frankenstein guy, Jeff? I'm picking up a lot of Frankenstein. Or maybe that just
Did he got her in the mouth? Does he have is he using his mouth?
Yeah.
Go back to the photo. He's using his mouth. That's freaking badass though.
Oh man, that's that copper tone. Goodness.
So cool.
Yeah, I got this one in Supercon. I got this one with Supercon, and they got skulls and everything in it. So, yeah, and then the
Wow. You
the
got
1-in-1 scale lanterns. Yeah,
like this, all the rings too.
yeah, all the rings too. So
Wow.
every single color, and then
You're not a
Black
collector.
Lanterns.
You're not a collector at all.
He's not-
Barbarian.
You got all the lantern colors too, except
Yep.
well,
That was a little tour. That
very
was just
nice.
a little one.
Well, back to my question, you guys. It goes for all the rest of you. Weaknesses when it comes to collecting.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Mine is variance when it comes to Nolan Rad. Variance could be every time, and I absolutely they get really sickening after a while. But it's like focus. I've been trying to focus on my collection now. Focus on my collecting instead of going crazy. And I've cut back a lot on the newer titles, big time.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same, but I'm
Go ahead,
too weak.
you guys.
I'm too weak.
Yeah. What is it? What's your weakness?
Like dropping a story arc before it ends, or just dropping a book, or just dropping a book. Period. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Even if it's like okay, it's gotta be like shit. It's gotta be like garbage, bro. And then I'm like, thank God, so I can drop it. If it's like okay, or the last page is okay, like something bomb happens in the last page, I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta see what happens in the next. Or the cover, like if it's an Alex Ross cover, like if it's Captain America, because it's my favorite character, like, or Immortal Hulk, like Immortal Hulk is fire, so I'm picking up those no matter what. But it's like, even if the story was shitty, dude, like I probably would still be picking it up because I'm picking up Captain America for the Alex Ross covers, and that story is like, it's okay, but it is not no Ed Brubaker stuff. Like if it wasn't for those covers, I would have dropped the story like long ago. So
I love this. Look at this, Barbarian.
Isn't
that usually? Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Relatable content.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I'm trying to cut back on some books, man. I want to make it to that MegaCon, but
Yeah,
damn, that cutoff is killing me.
My new book, like for the longest time, for like the last, other than the last 2 months, I cut back way back.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting my main titles. Like if I see anything Silver Surfer, I'll usually pick up one. If I see anything Morbius, I pick up one. Not multiple copies and not picking up other random stuff that I'm not reading. So that's kind of where I feel like scale it back like big time and focusing more on my efforts on some of my grails that I'm trying to fill my runs with. So yeah.
That's where I'm at now too.
Yep, exactly.
Is just trying to fill in runs. I use my CLZ app, and that way I know I'm targeting. I'm absolutely targeting. My weakness.
Yep.
Talk about weaknesses.
Yep.
Dollar bins.
Yep.
Dollar bins are my weakness because it's like, well, for $1, if I don't like it, I could get rid of it easily. And even if I read it once and don't like it, I could sell it for 50 cents or give it to somebody or whatever, and I'm not really out anything. But absolutely, dollar bins are my weakness, and my collection has grown in the last. Okay, so it's January. In the last 10 months, my collection has probably grown about 2,000 books. And it's
Sweet.
almost all because of dollar bins, 50-cent bins, and quarter bins, and just discount deals that people are doing. And it's brutal. It is brutal. Puppy!
Puppy! You see this big whiner?
This is now the puppy show. This is now the puppy show.
I had to put that on.
Dun, dun, dun.
What kind of dog is it?
A pit bull.
It is a pit bull, isn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah, I can't have any
Dog.
other dog
Looks
but
like
these,
like
man.
mixed with
So
some
young?
boxer energy.
How young is he?
He's 2 years old.
Nice. You can see
He is up my ass 24/7. He is like my son, man.
And he looks like just an absolute killer. Clearly, that dog is just dangerous.
Look at
And
him. Look how big he is. Holy mackerel.
he's like, Daddy, hold my hand.
He's a killer, all right.
Yeah.
He's a killer to cheese, man. That's the only thing he's killing is a whole pack of cheese. Damn
It's a
dog
horse.
will eat anything. He's so fat.
How about you, Biggie?
My weakness, brother,
Yep.
is
Uh-oh.
no doubt, dude. Low grade books, dude. If I see a low grade book, I am all over it, bro. That's my weakness for sure. Just these.
What is it
You-
that makes it a weakness for you?
It is whenever I see a book that's really cool and it's got a hole in it, I think that it's cheaper. And I'm like, oh, dude, I need that because, it's got a hole in it and you should sell it to me for cheap. Like the cover's messed up, dude. You ain't going to get that much money out of that kind of deal. So it's just, I don't know, man. That's the only way I get to touch books like these, dude, because I'm pretty thrifty. Like people talk a good game about not spending money.
Nice.
I don't
book.
spend money, dude.
I like
I don't
that.
spend money,
yeah.
bro.
Very, very good book. I got something to show you then in a second, Biggie. Like that? I got something cool to show you. Comics in the Mind's got something special. Come on. What is your
Well, yeah, you guys already know. Like, I'm all over the place, but like I'm a real sucker for like Silver Age books. So you want to see
yeah.
like
Show some
nowhere near mint. Like this is my
That's
first
good.
like swordsman. That thing is like in
Look at
nowhere
that.
near good
It's
quality.
Scarlet Witch
I read
right
it
there
and
with
it
that
smells-
weird crown.
Smells great too. So I love like the old school Avengers. Like I'm also a sucker for like I love New Mutants, so I'm always trying to pick up this for you, Biggie. I'm always trying to pick up
There you
like
go.
any copy I can, to fill up my my run. But like I need to use that CLZ app a little bit more too, because I definitely don't utilize it like I should.
It is a lifesaver.
You're not
and a
the only
money
one.
saver.
I'm already knowing. But,
You're not the
I
only
love-
one.
I love Silver Age.
Nice.
Look at that Kane and Conquer right there.
Very, very.
Kane and Conquer is my favorite. I want that that Avengers number 8. That's like you check out my 2020 list.
There you go. There you go. You
Yep.
heard it here.
I'm trying. That's a heavy hitter right there, but it's possible. You just gotta like you said, you gotta stay focused and budget right. Because I'm trying to cut back on books because I'm reading like all the like I know once I go get my pull, like I got all the X-Men's coming because I'm reading like every single like X-Men title. I have like a completionist mentality when it comes to like books I get, in like stories that I get into, and and
Amazing.
even with like what is this? Not X-Force, but with Fallen Angels. Like Fallen Angels, like the only thing I don't like is the I love the story. The only thing I don't like is the fact that they made like Cable, and y'all don't keep hearing me talk about this over and over and over and over. But why did you make Cable young? Like we got teenage Cable right here. Look at this. Like, come on, Dad. But it's cool. Like action wise, like the story is like really good. But I want my big buff Cable. I think I got one. A Cable somewhere over here that I was looking to in my New Mutant collection.
Did you get the new one, mine?
Ooh, wait a
Which
minute.
one? No, I gotta pick up my pool. I couldn't pick it up this week.
Fallen
That is a
Angel.
nice cover.
Really?
That is
I
a
mean,
nice
for
cover.
goofy
How's the
young
story?
Cable, he looks cool with the 2 Glocks.
Yeah, I from that angle, that's a clean cover.
Yeah, I
T-Post,
thought so too.
Yeah.
Probably
I
one of
do-
my better covers. Some people said they didn't like it. I was like, oh really? I was like, I kind of like this one better.
Yeah.
And I haven't really been digging the Fallen Angels. Like, it's a good story, but for like the Dawn of X, thinking it's gonna be like tie-ins, it
Yeah.
has like nothing to do. I just really haven't been caring about the APOS stuff, but it's still a good story. Bro, I like Brian Hill, but the artwork is really good. But I just thought it was gonna tie into like the Dawn of X stuff a little bit more, you know.
Mhm.
But I just, some of these, man, like I be reading so much, it's like you kind of got to give it a reread. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might make a little bit more sense, like when if I reread all of them all together without having to read like six X-Men books in one sitting, you know,
Yeah.
or more like 20 books in one sitting, and then reading the damn all the X-Men books in a row. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. The Fallen Angels, though, man, I'm kind of glad it's gonna end on issue 6, because otherwise I was gonna probably drop it, because I'm like, it's just, I mean, when I'm picking them all up, it's just a little bit too much. But I agree with you. I don't get the stuff they're doing with Young Cable. Like, it just kind of really, it doesn't seem like there's any need for it. It was like, why? What was the big reason? It's like they really don't have one. It's just like, oh, we just did it just to do it. And to make him kind of like Deadpool-y or something, like he's got like one issue, he's all jokestery, make cracking jokes, and he was kind of funny. Then the next issue, he's like not really. So it's like, I think they got a couple different art or writers doing him. So like one writer does him one way, another does him this way, and it's like, figure out which way you're trying to write them, guys. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
But I do like the relationship between Psylocke, him, and X-23. Like,
I was gonna
how she
say that.
takes him under her wings and like trains them, you know, and
yeah,
makes them more effective at, you know, what they're already good at, you know. Already.
that's my favorite. That's been my like favorite part, is like her taking them under their wing, because I like X-23, and I like how she's been kind of like going to Sinister, and he's been like kind of lit, like, tell me your problems now, like kind of wanting to hear her problems. I'm like, this dude acting weird as hell.
But I still don't trust him. I don't trust
That's what
him
I'm
or
saying.
Apocalypse still.
Oh, dude, none of them. Sebastian, Sinister, or Apocalypse is like, you know, they're up to something. Oh, dude, Sebastian's no doubt up to something, bro. And I mean, if you read the new Excalibur,
No, I haven't read the new one yet.
yeah, well, I'll keep it loosely tight.
Is anybody looking forward to hopefully a Submariner movie?
What?
Yeah,
Submariner
yeah, I love
movie?
Submariner.
Yeah, Submariner.
They're gonna do one?
Be clean.
Yeah.
I
What would you think?
thought they were talking about Keanu for Submariner for
I heard
a
that.
little bit.
Yeah, I heard that rumor for a little while.
Yeah, a lot of people have been chattering about like him, you know, appearing in the new Black Panther movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it was. I think that's what it was.
Like we've seen an origin,
their beef, you know.
Exactly. Like we kind of seen an origin story when it came to Aquaman, when it came to the new DC movie. Seen sort of an origin story about him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for new people that have come into it, looking at the movies that we've got now, they would need to have some kind of a origin story for Submariner. Who is he? You know, how far does he go back? He goes way back. You know, he's got a lot of history. And yeah, he's kind of a dick, but my one book out of the entire run that they've had that I see happening, and if they were going to do any kind of a backstory drop of him, would be in this issue 25, and this is his origin story. But that would be his origin story, issue 25, and that's kind of special. And this is for Biggie.
Oh, dude.
I know Biggie's gonna like this. I just found.
Bro, I'm all over it.
Hold on. I just found this out today. But I'm gonna show you some Spider-Man in here.
So I got that one.
Issue 65, and it's got a little chip right there out. Cut the corner.
It's still good.
Issue
Dope
70.
book.
Ooh,
Little
the
state
shotgun.
stamp over here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Little Spider-Man.
By the shocker.
And I'm getting to the books here that I just found out today. Something that
Ooh,
was
the Prowler. That's clean.
93. Okay, here's the first one. 97. Notice anything weird about this book?
Oh, that's the first of the three. That's a three-parter that they published.
Also, yeah.
Without the comics.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I got one of them, dude. I was
Yeah.
thinking that, but I only thought there was one.
No, it was a three-part story that had.
Oh, I got that one. No,
Yeah.
Anybody coming?
Oh,
no, I
in?
don't have. I have the other one.
Yeah, anybody?
I have the other one.
Yep. Anybody who's on here or sees this on the rewind, what we're talking about is this stamp right here.
Yeah.
On the cover, the code,
Yeah,
it's not on the
Yeah.
particular issue. So it's not on.
I was gonna say, I was looking at it, I'm like, it looked a little empty in one spot. I couldn't picture it. I couldn't like place it for a second.
There we go. There's the one. Here's another one, 98.
So is it like a malfunction, or is it because the story wasn't up to the code?
I don't know. We were talking about it today, Jeff. What was it? Do you know?
That story wasn't up to code. It wasn't it's a story, I think.
Just wasn't up
No
to
more
code?
than I do.
Well, yeah, it was a drug use story. They actually it was pretty explicit about the dangers of drug use. I think somebody dies from like a heroin overdose or something.
Damn.
And it was for that time. It was like, how? Wow, you know, and DC did the same thing with the Green Lantern, Green Arrow with Speedy, but it was a big deal back then, and Lee was like, "No, we're gonna run it. It's important."
Yo, Robert, I got it, dude. Let me show you my book.
It's important back then. It's important today too. It's crazy.
No doubt, I agree.
Look, it's about drugs.
Nice.
And you see how Spider-Man's hanging off the side? He's high on drugs, and Goblin's messing with him. I got the third one.
Gotcha. Nice.
And when you were talking about Submariner, dude, this was my first grill right here.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Classic.
awesome.
And that was just a one shot, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was the one shot before their first ongoing.
Now, since we're talking about the same subject, check out these. Now, these are second reprints of these books, but you'll see something that's kind of different about them. Here's one.
Mm-hmm.
See that? You wouldn't see that at all.
That's crazy, dude.
Isn't that, isn't that just trippy?
I never see those, bro. When I do, they're beat to hell, dude.
Yeah, here's another one.
EC was just so good.
Yeah, it was.
You can't get them, bro.
So
They're too
good.
expensive. I saw a guy I was trying to get one from. I was in a whole different price bracket than him.
Oh,
Free. There's that Crisis we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
the Walmart one, yeah.
Yeah, that one's going for like $20.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable. Okay,
I'm gonna pick that up, dude, when I see it.
there you go. And then here's some of my favorites. This is 209, some DC love, some old 12 centers. This one's Strange and there you go.
Yeah, man.
Try to pan it down.
Nice.
There you go.
Ooh.
And then I know Biggie likes these too.
Oh hell yeah!
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's the one I don't kinda have, dude. I don't have a number one of that, man, or a number two.
Wow.
And it was funny because earlier tonight I had somebody IGing the hell out of me like crazy, and he's like, "Brother, I'm looking for weird war stuff," and I go, "Yeah, I got a lot of it." And here's issue 2.
I've seen that book, dude.
No, issue 8.
What number is that?
Issue 8.
That is-
Issue 8. I've
Almost
seen
looks like a
that.
Joker now.
Cover, man.
Yeah, these have become really
I
popular.
better go cop that too.
We got a nice. This is a nice.
Ooh, more
60
Submariner, goodness.
I love Submariner.
That's a key issue.
Yeah, I have a couple.
That's a cool one.
Those.
But yeah, we can.
Is Submariner one of your favorites?
Yeah.
G-Man?
Yeah, he is. I've been literally
I like them.
anytime I find these, I actually find them for a really good deal, and I'll buy them. I'll just buy them because I'm going to send them to CGC. Period.
I gotcha.
Long term for
Yeah.
my Grail book.
Yeah, I liked them in the Tales of Astonish run. Like y'all know I'm collecting that, but
How do you guys, all of your guys collecting and all the stuff you've collected over the years? Do you guys have like a particular? I know what Jeff's going to say right off the top, but do you have your Golden Grail books?
Oh,
What is your? And I'm talking that's reachable. I'm not talking about non-reachable. I'm not talking about $1 million book or a $50,000 book.
oh, okay.
Something to be comfortable with. Because everybody is going to say, 15 and, Superman, but in your own personal collection, it's attainable.
I got a couple, dude. My main 3 books I'm wanting aren't too unobtainable. Like, $400 is the range I'm thinking.
Yep.
And I'm thinking Golden Age Captain America Timely, which my dude DS was talking about in the chat. I appreciate him. He's been helping me out a lot.
Yeah.
And a Incredible Hulk 2 low grade, which would be First Green Hulk. I would like to get that. I've seen them around 400 before. And my third book, which is probably a lot more obtainable, I could probably get around 250, is X-Men 94.
X-Men 94. Okay. Thank you, Thomas. See you, Tom. So sorry. How about you guys?
Attainable grails.
Attainable grails, yes.
Okay. I think for me, I'm looking at my CLZ right now because I want to make sure that I would love to get Detective 359, the first appearance of Batgirl. I think would be an awesome score. I'd also like to pull the trigger at some point in my life on an Adventure Comics 247.
That's a big book everybody's wanting right now, dude.
First Legion, and I am a Legion hardcore fan. In fact, I actually pulled a book to share if we got time before we wrap up.
No, go ahead. You can share it right now if you want.
Well, then those are, and also Strange Tales 110, which I'm sure I haven't tracked the price on that recently, but I'm sure it's a lot more than it used to be.
I'm not picturing it, dude. Which one is that?
First Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
First Doctor Strange.
Sure. It might be a little down now, but once the movie comes, it's gonna skyrocket back, and it's probably still.
It's mad high, dude.
Not this last holiday, but the year before, I had grailed a 7.0 First Doctor Strange to Comics of Bueller for Christmas. So yeah, I know what copy you're talking about.
Yep, those are the big. I mean, the unattainable one is an FF1. That's the title that I've been chasing since 1978. And I'm real close. I only need about 10 books to put together that first volume run. So if I can do that, then I'll just take them to my grave. I'll just take them all and just say, okay, we're done. We're done.
How about you? Dylan? Attainable Grail, Dylan.
They're not even really that big of grails, but because my whole Grail collection is probably like my Immortal Hulk run or the Venom run by Donny Cates. So I want to get the first printing of the 3rd issue because I got all the first prints of that whole series, and that's like the Null one. The first.
I swear, if I had 2 of those, dude, I'd hook you up, bro. Someone needs to break it out.
Me too.
I got the 2nd and 3rd printing, but you know me, because that's like I don't got grails all like that, man. So like my prize collection is the Venom run and shit, my Donny Cates box that I got. But also I want to get that Immortal Hulk #1. They'll go down one day, dude. It's one day they'll be like 10 bucks.
You got all the Silver Blacks yet?
What'd you say?
You got all the Silver Black by Donny Cates?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not all the variants, but I got all the A covers.
Yeah, the variants just to no ends.
Oh, dude,
It's not a tough book to get though, dude. You'll get that #3, bro. You could get around 25, 20.
That's the one. I got the 2nd and 3rd printing of it. I just have all the first printings of that series. So it's just more to complete the collection, you know.
Yeah.
And then I got all the first printings, Immortal Hulk.
Look at
That's one. That's one grail.
Ding ding.
That's one grail.
Oh my god, dude.
I want to get that Silver Surfer Black though variant that I think is that issue 1 me and you were talking about, G-Man.
Yeah, dude.
Where he's holding
Oh, man.
He's like in the eye and it's like the whole picture of his head.
Oh.
I always forget what that's called.
shattered one. I think it's a
Yeah,
shattered.
the shattered one. There's so many good ones. There's the Knoll and him fighting one. There's a bunch from that.
Yeah.
How about you, comics on the mind?
Well, I want the book that comes after this issue.
No, I know
was
who's
it
on that
48?
cover.
So you know which one I want.
I know
I
who's
want-
on that cover.
Who's on that cover?
That's
Who's
Black
on
Bolt,
that
sir.
cover? Yeah. Yeah, I want Fantastic Four number 46, that first appearance of Black Bolt. A lot of the books on my wall, like that's first Gorgon right there. You know,
Yeah.
I love the Inhumans. Inhumans are awesome. I hope we get a good rendition of them in the MCU, hopefully one day. But I definitely want that. I want Avengers number 8, which is first Kang and Conquer. Kang and Conquer is like one of my favorite like super villains. And then I want Avengers number 9, which is first Wonder Man, because I think Wonder Man is like super underrated character. Avenger, just people sleep on him. Like he's a pretty cool dude. I thought we were gonna get a rendition of him when we got like the Vision, because he was a part of that. Like
This is another one.
copied a part of his brain into the Vision, right?
Sure.
And that Ultron was making. So, and that's why I want to read those older books, because I want to read the actual story of like how it actually happened.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. So those are my big 3 books, that I'm trying to chase for. They're like my grails. They're not like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
fantastic, amazing, fantastic 15. But I think like Perry was saying, a grail is what you want.
Mhm.
Right.
It's what's big to you.
Right.
What's attainable? Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
of course.
even though it's like bigger books, they're a couple $100. I'm just being realistic. I know I ain't gonna. I don't got the money for that right now.
You
Like
say that now, dude. You spent like 150 on
my shit. Like what is that? Venom 3, $40, and I still can't even get that. But it's not even because if I really wanted to buy it, I maybe could. But it's like I'm just not spending the $40-$50 on it. I'd rather wait. But especially with Hulk, the Immortal Hulk, I think I've had the chance to probably buy that at like 35, 40, or maybe 30 or something. And I'm like, nah, man. Like,
That's
I
too
can't
much.
exactly. I just can't.
Yeah.
And it play, especially when people are like hating on it right now. So
I've seen
it's
people sell the
gotta
whole
go
run
down.
for less than that almost.
Right.
How about you, Glenn?
I was actually kind of going in a different direction, so I'm not trying to get off the conversation.
you're
But
good.
what I wanted to ask the group was,
Yes.
and the people in the chat, is there a story that has stuck with you so much that if someone says, "Give me some recommendations," you're like, "This is the story for me. This is the book. This is the storyline that makes comic books for me." And for me, anytime I see, and we're talking about anytime you see it, do you buy it? And I don't do that typically with like money books, because I'd rather, if I get one, I'm like, I got one, I want to put the money into something else. But this is a rather unassuming book. There, that's a little bit better. That is Legion of Superheroes 290. And it is the first chapter of the Great Darkness Saga. And if you've never read it, it runs from 290 to 294. And I love this story so much that I got Keith Giffen to sign this copy for me at the last Heroes Con that I went to. But this is the storyline. If someone says, "Hey, give me something to read that you think is really good," this is one of the most epic stories that I've ever read, and it has stuck with me for decades. So I'm just curious to what other people have as far as like their go-to storylines. They just say, "You got to read this."
Oh, that's easy.
Mine is Nolan Rat, Silver Surfer.
Is there a storyline? Is there a particular like arc?
His origin.
Okay.
Origin, definitely.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Mine isn't a Vampy book though. Mine's God Country from Donny Cates. That's a definite read for everybody. So that's a surprise. I know that's a surprise to everybody.
Anybody else?
Oh, Mike Rogers just said down here, Batman the Cult, the 4-book series. That Wrightson book, that is so beautiful. That's an excellent storyline, and it's a great Batman / horror. I would absolutely agree that that's up there.
I got one, dude.
Yes,
Jimmy.
The one that brought me in as a kid, dude, that I kind of look at on a different level was The Death of Superman.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm a Superman fan, and even the reign of Superman after that was phenomenal to me. I could just gush over every issue, dude. I love that whole Jurgens breeding, all that stuff, dude. Just,
Absolutely. No,
it was good.
That the actual Doomsday storyline up to 75.
Yeah, and the particular Death of Superman issue would be the one I point at as like, this is the book.
All splash
You should check
pages. Every page was a splash, and every page was just I mean, it was brutal. That was one of the most brutal fight scenes I've seen in the comic. And I mean, I know it was crazy printed, and it doesn't have.
Yeah, at the end when you pull out the big splash double page, dude, it's a
when
wrap,
it folds
bro.
out.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got goosebumps talking about it. And,
dude, it's so good.
I sold my original issues because when it started to get up in price, I went ahead and ditched it. But I have the trade still, and every once in a while I'll break it out and I'll read the Justice League crossover issue where Doomsday just walks straight through everybody on the Justice League like nothing. And then that Superman 75. So yeah, I totally see that one.
Together perfectly.
Sweet.
All right, what else? What else is the perfect story that you would say you got to read this?
Here we go. Comics on the mind, buddy.
Superior Spider-Man
is the best series of Spider-Man for me. Ever. Like when Dr. Octavius took over the mind of Spider-Man, and all these awesome books, you know what I mean? It was the death of Peter Parker.
Wow.
I had this, when I read all these books, I'm like, I'm getting this run. Like it's awesome. Like you see the progression of like Dr. Octavius, like, have to learn what it takes to be a superhero, and then admit that he's not good enough to be Peter Parker, It was a phenomenal read, like one of the best. And if you don't want to pick up all the books, individual books, like get the trade because it is a good read.
The 3 issues of Amazing that lead into that are just wonderful storytelling, and then that actual Superior run, that 20 whatever issues it was, it was. I dropped Spider-Man with Brand New Day. I dropped Spider-Man because I could not deal with what Marvel did to the character with the whole Mephisto garbage.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people talk a lot of mad crap about that run.
Well,
I have some of the issues.
It's like, legitimate crap. It's legitimate crap. It's awful.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, you agree? It's.
Yeah, I agree.
It's awful. But what Slott did with Superior, it was a completely new character. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I like Slott.
It was great.
Yeah, I agree, Biggie.
How are you, Dylan?
Yeah.
Any books?
Yeah, I was thinking about it because I'm like, dude, I feel like such an idiot if I just keep
you're
talking
not.
about Venom. But no, I got one. It's the Ed Brubaker Captain America and Winter Soldier story.
Nice.
That was one that like Saga got me in, but then I read that, man. I was like, I bought the trades on all that, and I think I bought almost all of them except for like one. And dude, that one it's so good. Like I love that movie, period. But dude, that book is like so good.
Brubaker is a master of writing that intrigue kind of mystery, that Black Ops kind of whatever. And man, that Winter Soldier story was just like, if you're going to bring Bucky back, it was the only way to do it.
Yeah,
that actually made like comic book sense. But yeah, I definitely agree. That was a huge storyline. That was really good.
It's really what made him be my favorite character. I mean, I love looking back at the old Jack Kirby stuff. Like that shit is classic.
Yes.
But what made me like really love him was definitely that Brubaker run, man. And then Chris Evans being him. So he's turned into my favorite character ever since. So
we have Chris Lackey, Puppet Master, in the house. Hey, buddy, what's up? Go ahead.
I think Captain America and Superman have a lot of similar personality interests. Like, you know, they're kind of like the super soldier, big-hearted hero, and just kind of interesting how I feel like I like collecting Captain America more, but Superman is my favorite. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, Cap. That's like my ultimate. I gotta get some golden age Cap, bro, for real. So I just got the Brubaker stuff and then a bunch of Alex Ross covers.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of Captain America runs, but that Jeff Loeb run was pretty good. I'm on issue number 5 right now, but it's a pretty good run. And Tim Sale's a pretty good artist, you know.
Is that Bucky behind him, like back to back?
Yeah, that's young Bucky right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good read. I don't read too much Jeff Loeb, but the stuff that I read is pretty good. Like his Hulk run was really good, I heard, and the art is really good too. I think that's Tim Sales too. I'm not sure. Like, let me know in the chat if people know. But that's an awesome run.
For which book, Mind?
That Hulk run, the Jeff Loeb Hulk run.
Is that the book that's called Gray?
Gray Hulk one, yeah.
Yeah, that's I think that was Sale because they also did the Daredevil Yellow and they did Spider-Man Blue, and yeah, it was all like Prime characters and they kind of just did little miniseries about them.
Okay, real quick, it's getting to the hour mark. And I got to get everybody out of here. It's going on to an hour. Everybody's going to turn into pumpkins. I think Biggie Shag is going to turn into a pumpkin. I don't want to get you in trouble, brother. I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is your time, brother, to speak what you want. Anything coming out, anything new, anything you participated in.
Oh, yeah, dude. I appreciate you, Robert, man. I thoroughly was happy that you invited me, dude, because I really do appreciate Robert, man. I was in the chats when he first started, and I really support Robert and Jeff. Jeff is the homie. He's Stone Cold Steve's homie, so he's like royalty to me, brother. And all you Floridians are some of my favorite people, dude. So I'll be down there at MegaCon. Shout outs to Discovery, Big 84. Really appreciate those guys. They kind of try to bring the community in like all of us do, dude. And that's about it, man. Just check me out if y'all feel like it.
And I'm not even a homie. What the hell?
You're a homie? What do you mean?
I love you. Miss G loves you. She's coming down there with a paddle in your rear end. You just wait. Love you, buddy.
Oh, yeah, dude. I know. You're my dude, man. Tell Jeff knows, dude. Ask Jeff, bro. Jeff knows I love y'all, dude.
I love you too, buddy. Seriously. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Go ahead.
Hopefully I can come back sooner or later.
Thank you, buddy. Yes, please. Sooner.
Yo, it's your boy Mindshift, aka Comics on the Mind. And you already know we all got comics on the mind. I don't have anything coming up soon. I definitely am. I'm working on some stuff in the background. I'm always going to be in the chats, you know. But I have a live show that I'm trying to work on, and I'm just trying to figure out like the days, like contents, certain questions I'm going to ask, and then like I'm just trying to work on another like show for my channel, but I don't have anything too much planned. If you haven't checked me out on Mark Spector comics, I was on there doing an unboxing. He unboxed my my 100 prize giveaway. So my 100 sub prize giveaway.
Go
So
sub him
check
up.
that video out.
Go sub him up. Right
Yeah.
there. Sub him up. There we go. Brother, you're great. Dylan.
Oh, what's going on, guys? It's Dylan, and I'll probably have some single comic book reviews coming. I got the StreamYard hours back, so the stream, the 6-hour streams, ain't coming no more probably because I gotta wrap it up and keep it tight. But I'll have the live streams coming, and yeah, man, if you guys want to check my stuff out, give me a sub and look out for daily content, man, and look out for me on any of the community's live streams, man, because I'm always down to hang out with y'all, man. That's my favorite part about this, man, for real.
Thank you very much, Dylan.
And thanks for having me, brother.
Absolutely, anytime. And my new friend. Sorry, I've kept you up so late, brother.
Oh, hey, I got my beauty sleep earlier this afternoon. So it's all good. I can sleep in tomorrow, so it's all right.
Good, Glenn. Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really appreciate it. I've been out of the hobby, kind of. There's not into it as much as I used to be until I say the last 10 months or so. IG has been a huge part of that for me. So you see that down there, the Quest for Legends. Anybody who wants to hit me up on IG and give me a follow is awesome, and I'll be happy to check in with you and talk comics. I've been doing it for a long time. I don't know anything, but I like it, and that's all I got is passion. I may not have the intellect, but at least I got the passion. So yeah, please look me up on IG, and look forward to chatting with you.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Jeff.
All right, guys. You guys know who this is. You guys know what this is. It's your boy Jeff. It's Cantonese Comics Kid, aka Cantonese Comic King. I got Silver Age Sundays coming up tomorrow, and then I got Extreme Nerd Table coming out tomorrow, and then I have Cantonese Comic Wednesdays episode 49 coming on Wednesdays. So and Comics Book with a Hook show with Robert. So what you got going on, Robert?
Thank you, buddy. And I want to say thank you very much for everybody in the community. Thank you, all my guests tonight. You guys were wonderful. Sorry it's a little choppy. It always is like that here. Just got to keep the show going. Just got to keep it going. I want to thank everybody in the chat tonight that showed up tonight, and anybody who sees this on the rewind. All their description information is in the description on this title, issue 24, Comic Book with a Hook Show. And I want to say thank you very much. It was a wonderful experience. Learned a lot of new things tonight. And thank you very much. Peace. Blessed be. And going to try to get you out of here in a smooth, nice, successful manner here. Blessed be.